What if I told you that one of the most beautiful women in history never counted calories, never did cardio, and ate foods that most diet gurus would call fattening? Cleopatra, the queen who seduced the most powerful men in Rome, had a body that made empires fall, and a beauty routine that sounds absolutely insane by today's standards. But here's the wild part. The foods she ate daily are the exact opposite of what your favorite fitness influencer is telling you to eat right now. So if you've been starving yourself on chicken and broccoli, wondering why you're not losing weight, you need to hear this, because Cleopatra's secrets might just change everything you think you know about staying slim. Before we dive into the shocking foods Cleopatra ate every single day, do me a huge favor and smash that like button right now. It helps this video reach more girls who are tired of ridiculous diet culture. And if you're new to Ladies Fit Zone, hit that subscribe button, because we're spilling ancient beauty secrets that actually work. No gimmicks, no fake diet plans, just real history and real results. So let's talk about Cleopatra. This woman lived over 2,000 years ago, but people are still obsessed with her. Why? Because she wasn't just powerful, she was absolutely stunning. Ancient writers couldn't stop talking about her beauty, her skin, her body, her presence. But here's what nobody tells you. Cleopatra didn't have a gym membership. She didn't have a Peloton. She didn't drink green smoothies or do intermittent fasting. She didn't even know what a calorie was. Yet she maintained a figure that was considered absolutely perfect by ancient standards. And trust me, those standards were high. The Egyptian ideal body wasn't the super skinny. No curves look that magazines pushed in the early 2000s. But it also wasn't about being overweight. Egyptians loved a toned, healthy, feminine figure. Smooth skin, bright eyes, shiny hair, and a body that looked nourished, not starved. Cleopatra embodied all of that. So what was her secret? It all came down to what she put in her body. And girl, some of these foods are going to surprise you. Let's start with honey. Cleopatra was obsessed with honey. She didn't just eat it. She bathed in it, put it on her skin, mixed it in her drinks, and had it with almost every meal. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't honey pure sugar? Won't that make you fat? Here's the thing. Honey is not the same as processed white sugar. Honey contains natural enzymes, antioxidants, and nutrients that actually help your metabolism. It gives you clean energy without the crash. Cleopatra would start her day with warm water mixed with honey and a little bit of lemon. Sound familiar? That's because this ancient ritual is now a viral health trend. But Cleopatra was doing it 2,000 years ago, and it kept her slim, glowing, and energized. The enzymes in raw honey support digestion, reduce bloating, and help your body burn fat more efficiently. She wasn't afraid of natural sweetness, and neither should you. Now let's talk about the food that would make every keto influencer lose their mind. Bread. Yes, bread. Cleopatra ate bread almost every single day, but not the fluffy white bread you get at the grocery store. Ancient Egyptians made bread from whole grains like emmer wheat and barley. These grains were minimally processed, packed with fiber, and full of nutrients. The bread was dense, hearty, and actually kept you full for hours. Cleopatra didn't fear carbs. She embraced them. And you know what? She stayed lean. Why? Because her body was getting real, whole food energy, not empty calories. The fiber in that ancient bread kept her digestive system running smoothly, prevented bloating, and gave her sustainable energy throughout the day. Meanwhile, we're over here cutting carbs and feeling miserable, tired, and hungry all the time. Maybe Cleopatra was onto something. Here's another one that's going to blow your mind. Olive oil. Cleopatra consumed olive oil like it was going out of style. She cooked with it, drizzled it on everything, and even drank small amounts of it straight. Now before you say that sounds gross, hear me out. Olive oil is a healthy fat. It doesn't make you fat, it actually helps you stay lean. Healthy fats are essential for hormone production, and balanced hormones mean better metabolism, clearer skin, and easier weight management. Cleopatra's diet was rich in olive oil, and that's part of why her skin was so radiant and her body stayed slim without effort. She wasn't eating low-fat yogurt or diet salad dressing. She was pouring real, rich, delicious olive oil on her food, and it worked. The Mediterranean diet, which is basically what Cleopatra followed, is still considered one of the healthiest diets in the world. High in healthy fats, whole grains, and fresh vegetables. No restriction, no deprivation, just real food. Let's talk about fish. Cleopatra lived in Egypt, right on the Nile River and near the Mediterranean Sea. Fish was a staple in her diet. Not fried fish, not processed fish sticks, but fresh, grilled, or baked fish. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and essential nutrients. Fish kept her full, supported her metabolism, and gave her that gorgeous glowing skin. Omega-3s are also incredible for reducing inflammation, which is a huge factor in weight gain and bloating. Cleopatra wasn't eating lean cuisine frozen dinners. She was eating real, nutrient-dense fish that nourished her body from the inside out. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Cleopatra loved figs and dates. These are sweet, natural fruits that are often labeled as too high in sugar by modern diet culture. But guess what? Cleopatra ate them regularly and stayed slim. Why? Because figs and dates are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They satisfy your sweet tooth naturally, so you're not craving junk food later. They also support digestion and give you a natural energy boost. Cleopatra didn't need protein bars or pre-workout powder. She had dates. Simple, natural, and effective. The key here is that she wasn't eating processed sugar. She was eating whole foods that her body recognized and used efficiently. Let's talk about something that might seem unusual. Cleopatra drank a lot of milk and ate cheese. Now I know dairy is super controversial these days. Some people say it's inflammatory, some say it's amazing. But for Cleopatra, dairy was a major part of her diet, and it didn't make her gain weight. Why? Because the dairy she consumed was raw, unprocessed, and came from grass-fed animals. It wasn't loaded with hormones or antibiotics. It was pure, natural, and full of healthy fats and protein. She famously bathed in milk to soften her skin, but she also drank it and ate fresh cheeses. Her body thrived on it. The lesson here isn't that you have to drink milk, but that whole, unprocessed foods work better for your body than anything that comes in a package with a nutrition label. Here's the part that I think is the most important. Cleopatra ate food for pleasure. She didn't obsess over every bite. She didn't feel guilty after eating. She didn't punish herself with extra exercise because she had dessert. Food was a source of joy, nourishment, and energy. She enjoyed meals with other people. She celebrated with food. She used food as medicine and as beauty treatment. There was no shame, no restriction, no toxic diet mentality. And because of that, her relationship with food was healthy. And so was her body. Now I want you to pause and think about how different that is from what we do today. We stress about every calorie. We label foods as good or bad. We feel guilty for enjoying a meal. We skip breakfast, restrict lunch, and then binge at night because we're starving. We follow extreme diets that leave us exhausted and miserable. And then we wonder why we can't lose weight, or why we don't feel good. Cleopatra's approach was the opposite. She ate real food, enjoyed it, and moved on with her day. No drama, no obsession, just balance. But it wasn't just about the food itself. It was also about how she ate. Cleopatra didn't eat on the go. She didn't scroll through her phone while eating. Meals were intentional. She sat down, enjoyed her food, and ate slowly. This is something we've completely lost in modern culture. When you eat slowly and mindfully, you digest better, you feel fuller faster, and you actually enjoy your food more. Cleopatra wasn't inhaling a salad at her desk. She was present with her meals, and that made a huge difference in how her body processed food. Let's also talk about what Cleopatra didn't eat. She didn't have processed foods. No fast food, no packaged snacks, no artificial sweeteners, no seed oils, no high fructose corn syrup. Everything she ate came from nature. It was grown, caught, or made by hand. Her body didn't have to deal with chemicals, preservatives, or mystery ingredients. And that's a massive reason why she stayed lean and healthy. Our bodies are designed to eat real food. When we fill them with processed junk, they get confused, inflamed, and start storing fat. Cleopatra's body never had to deal with that. Another thing Cleopatra did that kept her slim? She stayed active, but not in the way you think. She didn't do HIIT workouts or spend hours on a treadmill. She walked, she danced, she swam in the Nile. Movement was a natural part of her day, not a punishment for eating. She moved her body because it felt good, not because she was trying to burn off calories. That's a mindset shift we desperately need today. Exercise should be joyful, not stressful. When you move your body in ways you actually enjoy, it doesn't feel like work, and you're way more likely to stick with it. Cleopatra also prioritized rest and relaxation. She took baths, got massages, and made time for self-care. She understood that stress ruins your body. When you're constantly stressed, your cortisol levels go up, and high cortisol makes you store fat, especially around your belly. Cleopatra managed her stress with relaxation rituals, and that played a huge role in maintaining her figure. Compare that to us today. We're stressed all the time, running on no sleep, chugging coffee, and wondering why we can't lose weight. Your body can't heal or burn fat efficiently when it's in survival mode. Rest isn't lazy, it's necessary. Now let's bring this all together. What can we actually learn from Cleopatra's approach to food and her body? First, stop fearing real food. Honey, bread, olive oil, figs, cheese. These aren't your enemies. Processed junk is. Second, eat for nourishment and pleasure, not punishment. Food is not the enemy. Enjoy your meals. Third, move your body in ways that feel good, not because you're trying to burn off what you ate. Fourth, manage your stress and prioritize rest. Your body needs it. And fifth, stop obsessing. Cleopatra didn't spend hours analyzing her body in the mirror or weighing herself every day. She lived her life, ate well, and moved on. If you're still watching, drop a comment right now and tell me which of Cleopatra's food secrets surprised you the most. Was it the bread, the honey, the olive oil? I want to hear from you. And if you found this helpful, share this video with a friend who needs to hear it. Let's spread the message that you don't need extreme diets to feel good in your body. Here at Ladies Fit Zone, we're all about bringing you real, research-backed information that actually helps. No fads, no quick fixes, just truth. So make sure you're subscribed because we've got so many more videos like this coming your way. Ancient beauty secrets, modern science, and real talk about health and fitness. The bottom line is this. Cleopatra didn't stay slim because she starved herself or followed some crazy restrictive diet. She stayed slim because she ate real, whole, nourishing foods that her body could actually use. She didn't stress about it. She didn't obsess. She just lived. And maybe that's the real secret we've all been missing. It's not about doing more, restricting more, or stressing more. It's about getting back to basics. Eating real food, moving your body, resting, enjoying life. That's what Cleopatra did, and it worked for her. It can work for you too. So the next time you're tempted to try some extreme diet or cut out entire food groups, remember Cleopatra. Remember that one of the most iconic women in history ate bread, honey, olive oil, and fruit every single day and looked absolutely incredible. You don't need to punish yourself to be beautiful. You just need to nourish yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Ladies Fit Zone, and share this with someone who needs to stop stressing about food. I'll see you in the next video.